Right then, here's a quick video on how to use the average if function. Now, the average if function is a really useful function which allows you to find the average of certain things in your table. For example, the average of just the girls, or the average of the boys, or even the average of certain ICT classes. So here is how we go about doing it. I've made my separate table here because I want to go and find the averages of A1, A2, B3 and C2. They're all here. Now I could do it just by sorting this table and then doing an average and just selecting only these ones here, but I'm going to show you how to use the average if function, which actually means you don't have to do any of that at all. Right, I click on the cell where my average if function is going to go, and I go to formulas and insert function, and I've already been playing about with average if, so mine is there. Yours may not be there, so you might have to highlight this and type carefully in the words average if and press go. And when you do that, average if will appear at the top. Click on it to start the function wizard. Now, the range is the first box that you need to fill in, and the range includes everything that you wish to average from the name of the group through to the average. So click on the square and you highlight all the way across, starting at the first ICT class, all the way across the average, then all the way down your page like that. You don't need to highlight the labels, just the first column, which is the thing that you wish to average, and the average column like that. Then close the box, because we've done our first bit. The criteria is the if bit of the average, so it's what we wish to average. And we are looking to average 7A1, so we type in here 7A1, like that. And let's click on the next bit, because if you've done it right, you should see 7A1 appear here, and also it appear as part of the average if function. Here's our last bit, which is the average range, and what we've got to do is tell the computer which of the average results we want to include in this function, and of course it is this last column. So click on the box and select all the values in the last column like that. Open the function, click OK, and there you go. Our average is 8.9. For 7A1, the average for the class is 8.9. And just to prove to you that it works, if I go to 7A1 here and change this to 23, like this, watch what happens to the average. There we go. Now, do you see how I've got too many decimal places? So I'm going to go to Home, I'm going to click on this one here, decrease decimals, take it down to 2. So once you've done it for 7A1, you click in the cell below and you repeat the function again by going to Formulas, Insert Function, Average If, and then doing what I did before. Unfortunately, just in case you were thinking, you cannot drag this down like this because it won't work. You can see you get the same result in each one, and actually that's not a good way of doing it. So for this case, you're going to have to do each one separately. And that's how to do the average if function to find out the averages of each ICT class.